A man, a legend in his own time, ladies and gentlemen, Buzz Aldrin.
That sounds like a professorial introduction. He used to be a good engineer from the Air Force. Now he's a professor. I don't want you to confuse two terms, two projects. Unified Space Vision is kind of a replacement for vision for space exploration. But we're going to unify 5 things: exploration, science, development, commercial, and security. And Stan knows if I put security first, we would be warmongers. We're not. We're defense. Peace through strength, I think, is our motto. And the other one from Apollo is, we came in peace for all mankind. I couldn't have done Mission to Mars without Leonard David, who lives up in the mountains with the greatest collection of space memorabilia you could ever imagine. Fortunately, my youngest son lives up in Denver, too, so we would get together and kind of beat things around and come up with these 8 chapters and just a beautiful foreword written by Andy Aldrin. It brought tears to his sister to read what he thought about his father's activities. I am not a Rick Tumlinson, so I'm not going to be wandering around. I guess I could show you my socks. They will not be worn tonight at a more formal dinner function. I usually use a teleprompter. That's why I have things all written out. And the reason that I have things all written out is hopefully so I don't ramble on and get lost and then try and find myself or have Christina have a hard time finding out where the hell I am. So I do have that pretty well written down. So, and I'm not quite that good in doing the teleprompter back. And you really think I'm speaking to everybody, but I've gotten pretty good with the teleprompter. Not so good with turning pages. Occasionally they'll skip a few. But I do want to thank ISDC of NSS. And at one time I was chairman of your wonderful organization. You've now got a very capable, very expansive, down under Kirby Eichen. I've had great admiration for how he comes up here and pulls it all together. ISDC stands for International Space Development. We have to develop with what we've got, and we come together once a year in a great attempt to do that. I feel very strongly that we need to get the world excited again about space exploration and have the pioneering spirit to reach beyond our boundaries and current capabilities. I want the next generation to feel as we did back when I was privileged to be a part of the Apollo program. This is important not only for the USA, but for the rest of the world. I mentioned unified space vision. Now, what I don't want you to confuse that with is United Strategic Space Enterprise. That's probably a far more important development, but Stan mentioned space policy, and that is what USS Enterprise is all about. To boldly go where no one's gone before, which is going to examine space policy from the very beginning. Some of the great things that we did in space policy, and some of the not so great things that sort of led us to where we are today. I just heard Bob Zubrin talk about how he felt we were not in such a great position, and it is really kind of based on the policy that comes out of the executive branch, the leadership, and the lack of congressional support in running that sentence backwards. What we don't need is congressional policies that run contrary to the executive policy and result in short-term objectives for political gain to the various people, sometimes on the appropriations committees. So I think you will see that USS Enterprise, as we really put it together with 10 or 12 experts from various fields, retired without a lot of conflict of interest or bias, is able to point out. It's easy to point out the good things, but it's not so easy to point out where we have run amok. Were I to do that, I probably wouldn't be around. My legs would be cut off by politicians. But to have a group of real experts examine what has sort of gone wrong, so we don't let that happen again. We have a unified space vision. Mankind has dreamed for centuries of reaching space, the moon, and even the stars. But it wasn't until the 20th century that man took his first powered flight. In 1903, on a windy morning in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers flyer took their first flight defying gravity with the help of an atmosphere. My mother, Marion Moon, was born that same year. Only 66 years later, Neil and I stepped on the moon, fulfilling the dreams of millions. But I'm here to tell you about and thank God for those dreams. But I'm here to tell you about my plans for the future in space. What's next? It's been 44 years since we stepped on the lunar surface with too little progress to show for it. I've always felt Mars should be the next destination following our landings on the moon. I've been very vocal about this for a long time, but the dream of reaching Mars looks like it's finally getting closer to becoming a reality, with the Curiosity rover now on the surface of Mars and showing us more than ever before. I'm hoping it will pique the curiosity of young people of the world into the idea of exploring beyond Earth and the moon and on to Mars. Obviously, I am very passionate about our future in space. And people ask me, not these people, but elsewhere, why do we need to go to Mars, or why do we even need a space program? Because I think we, as a people, as a nation, feel good about ourselves and the future of our country by venturing outward into space. We